whatever section lies between me and the next dungeon, I really don't want to do it. Oh, the pain that the Tokay inflicted on me. I will tough it out as best I can. I don't even know where I'm going. I know tree, waifu, person, whoever said, no. No, I don't care. You guys have visited nothing but torment upon me. Leave me alone. This huge fish washed ashore. It looks fresh and tasty. Redfish has very exciting flavor. DD. DD. I don't care. You guys do your thing. I really don't give two poops in a basket. I can only hope that whatever lies between me and Dungeon 4 is less painful than red-hot dildos up the nasal cavities. So, complaints aside, there's a couple of issues that need discussion. Oh, yeah, I don't need to talk to you. There's a couple of issues that need discussion. So, forgive me if my voice seems a little bit off. I think I'm, either on the downside or the rising side of some kind of URI, and I apologize if I sound weird because of that. But, so, two things deserve mentioning. For one, and I'm sorry I'm going into monologue mode again, but I do that mostly because there is stuff that needs discussing. So, for one, somebody in the comments mentioned, UD, I don't see it quite so negatively as you do. That the Tokay took away all your equipment and then you have to go on a genocidal rampage in order to get it back. You didn't have to see things that way, UD. I just saw it as a puzzle. I just saw it as I have to go through this procedure of getting things back. It's not a convoluted fetch, quest, trade, quest, chain, dingy, thingy, wingy. It's not something to be hated, it's something to be enjoyed. It's something to be figured out. Fine. If you want to view it that way, I suppose I can't necessarily discount that perspective. But, I will say and say and say to my utter dying day that stylistic matters are important. Stuff of style, stuff of presentation, in any art form, in any media, it is important. And it is possible to have the player go through a sequenced puzzle without suddenly and violently enfeebling the player, making the player feel as though, hey, I've let you play this few hours assembling this arsenal of awesome gear. Now I'm taking it all away from you, and after you have to fight these assholes to get it back. And it's made worse by the fact that the Tokay, at several steps during the process, they lord it over you. Like, think about it. When the Tokay first take your gear away from you, they all hold it over their heads and go, neener, neener, and then run off. 2, when they're standing on the overworld, or the area map, or whatever you'd want to call this island, and you're going through, you can see the Tokay standing in areas of the field that are currently inaccessible to you, holding a piece of your gear up above their heads, like the dude with the shovel, the dude with the seed satchel, the dude with my harp. They all stood in little corners of the area map, holding up the thing, and there's no way I could see somebody viewing that or taking that other than, neener, 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 we've got your equipment, fuck your mother in your eye, pull out your heart and hope to die, and it's just like, it's like a grade school playground taunt. And third, and perhaps most egregious, that trader guy in the tent, saying, well, I might give you one of your own things back, but I need you to trade me your shovel. Oh, you want to trade for the other thing? Well, you need to give me your shovel back first. It's so deliciously evil. I just revel in your pain. I could just see the maniacal laughter in this guy's actions. And there is no way I could see somebody viewing those stylistic elements and not being pissed right the fucking hell off like I was. I wanted to go genocidal rampage on the Tokay. I wanted to rip out their tracheas and use it as a prophylactic while masturbating into their intestines. My anger was palpable, and stylistic issues matter. They matter. And there are right ways to do things and bad ways to do things. Yeah. So that's issue number 1. Issue number 2. People have said repeatedly over and over again, well, I've played these games that they played in their childhoods. They've said over and over again, oh, UD, this thing took you so long to figure out that I figured it out in negative 14 picoseconds when I was 6 years old. No. Let's be honest and scientifically fair here. For the people, every single one of you who have told me that, you are biased. I'm not saying that to diss you. I'm not saying that to be mean or disrespectful or hurtful. This is an honest fact. If anything, I'm calling you human. You are biased. And on what basis do I say this? Well, you played this game in your childhood. Okay, so how long ago was your childhood? For the age of the people who are watching this video now, that was probably 10 to 20 years ago. So memory already makes this a problem. You do not remember your first exposure to this game, unless you have some kind of a freakishly good eidetic memory better than what the rest of us have. You don't remember exactly what happened. The other element of your bias is nostalgia alone. You have experienced everything in this game. You have seen the step-by-step sequencing, the puzzles, what have you. It is already ingrained in the circuitry of your memory, and I strongly doubt that you would remember the first time that you encountered this with the same level of befuddlement and freshness that I have. I don't think any human being is capable of memorizing that exactly. Now, I'll admit, I don't have the exact scientific evidence to support this, and we lack the resources of like a controlled scientific study to provide the evidence of this. So I'll admit what I'm saying doesn't exactly have a strong scientific basis. All I'm drawing upon is the circumstantial I hesitate to call it evidence, the circumstantial connection of people who exhibit bias in any field when you don't have specific scientific evidence backing your claim. So I would submit that you are biased. I know for a fact that I'm biased when it comes to the games that I played in my childhood. I cannot come to the puzzles or the mazes or whatever logical hoops or wit-driven things that you have to go through to get through these games. I cannot look at those things objectively and say, oh yes, I solved this in X amount of time, which is faster or slower than you did. So when you say that, realize there's very, very likely to be an element of bias. Now, some of you could very well have gotten through these things as a kid more quickly than I am doing as an adult. Keep in mind, there's elements that you had in your favor as a child that I don't have as an adult. You had unlimited free time as a kid. You could pound on a Game Boy as hard as you wanted to. As an adult, I don't. You potentially had faster reaction times at things than a little kid. Me, as a guy who's almost 30 years old, yeah, there's certain things that I'm going to have slower reactions in. That's just aging as a human. So, you're biased. I know for a fact that I would be biased in your shoes too. But take that into account before saying, "Oh, gee, you're slow and not clever at this stuff, and I'm smarter than you were I'm smarter as a kid than you." And I realize you're not trying to say it as a like a directly derogatory thing, but realize the stuff that you're saying may not necessarily be correct. You might not necessarily have an objective view of your own gaming history. I know for a fact I wouldn't, and accusing you of that is no more than saying that you're human. So don't take offense. We found this red fish. We're dying to savor its exciting flavor. Hey, what are those seeds you have? Oh, that's another thing. We got to talk about the goddamn seeds. Will you trade ember seeds for a fish? This is going to be another animal friend, isn't it? Sure, what the fuck. That's a deal. I can't wait to taste it. Crack, munch, munch. Oh, my mouth is on fire. Good. Die. Die! Brain be burned out of your skull. I was almost eaten. I'm Dimitri. I can swim to the sea. Are you going somewhere? I can give you a ride. Yes! Take me away from here so I never come back. I don't care. I want to have like this feeling of freedom and liberation and, oh, I'm rid of the Tokay, but... Oh, yeah, I couldn't have come here before. Can I jump off this dude? Alright, let's see. Yeah, so the seeds actually bear talking about, too. So, somebody in the comments got a little bit upset when I hadn't noticed a comment he gave before that gave this, like, dissertation on the different types of seeds that exist in this game. And I don't know, I think you'd have a hard time noticing that that in and of itself is not a problem. The concept of seeds in this game is flagrant and fractured. This game is way too in love with its fucking seed concept. Because as a newbie coming into this game, I am only now really consciously realizing that I have two different stocks of seeds, and they're both called seeds. One that is this particular type of seed, gaseous seed, or geisha seed, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that exists on my key item inventory screen. And then this stock of seeds, which gets put into one of two different type of ammunition containers, either the seed shooter or the seed satchel. Fragmented further, we now have at least three different types of seeds that have different effects, and those different effects are contextual depending upon what location you use them in. So this game is way too fucking in love with its concept of seeds, far more than is reasonable. And I think it's totally understandable for a newbie like me coming into this, not understanding exactly what seeds are used where if you don't want to read the fucking novels of text that this game wants to throw at you. So now I'm starting to grasp it. So let's take a look at this thing, the seed shooter. I like this thing. I think this is kind of a cool concept. It's novel for Zelda games. It's unusual for Zelda games. It lets me use an item that I was hitherto using as just like a contextual key, as it were, to get me through certain obstacles or puzzles or challenges or whatever, and now using it as a projectile weapon and as a thing that can activate certain switches or puzzly things or what have you. So this is cool. I like this. This is a novel concept, unusual for a Zelda game, and appropriately so, I'd say. But why the fuck does there need to be so much fracturing of the seed concept? Why do I need to have three different types of seeds? Why can't I just have one seed that is contextual in use based on where I am? Why can't I have a seed that plants in these plots, lights things on fire where there is a thing to burn, feeds a person where there is somebody to feed? You could consolidate all of this into a single seed type that is, simply contextual in use, has one ammunition source. You just make it the seed shooter, or if you were really desperate, make it so you have a satchel so you can plant the seeds elsewhere. But you don't need to have multiple types of seeds. You sure as hell don't need to have multiple seeds on different inventory screens. It's unnecessarily confusing. It's a bad use of what could otherwise be a novel, like a novel and interesting concept. It's just too fractured. It's too fragmented. There's too much doing too little. So, I don't think the concept of the seed concept as this game uses it, is defensible. This is where I came from, wasn't it? So, this whole tangent of me going down to the Tokay Island, that's all I accomplished by having that raft, isn't it? That's it. That's all I got out of this. I'm trying to find if there's anywhere else now that I could go, now that I have seafaring powers apart from my... Oh, fuck you. This game utterly refuses to let off the leash, doesn't it? No, I've got the power. What a contrived little bit of bullshit right there. I now have the power to fare the seas. I have a map, and the only way the game can think to keep me on the railroaded path is, I'll get lost if I go too far. That's stupid. I'm sorry, that's just... Those are pits! My God. Oh, wow. Okay, there's not necessarily anything wrong with having a game linear. I said that before. We're here, you go alone now, bye. Yeah, whatever. There's not necessarily anything alone with having a game that is linear, but like I've said of all other things, the linearity needs to be graceful. The linearity needs to be structured such that the thing the player naturally wants to do is the thing that lends to railroading you to where the game designer wants you to go. Now, creating graceful, I guess there's no other term for it, even though it sounds like an oxymoron, creating graceful railroading like that, it's not easy. It creates like it requires like a masterful crafting of world and gameplay and player activity and player interaction and what have you. This game has not carved that from the marble with a tiny little chisel. It instead has bashed it up to pieces with a sledgehammer and a jackhammer. Like, imagine putting a jackhammer on top of a block of marble and then smashing it with a sledgehammer and then just hoping that it falls apart into the statue of David. That's what this game has done. And what it instead is ending up with is a bunch of little shards of marble that have to be glued together to loosely resemble the shape of some fucking thing. So, yeah. That's my complaining. Now I wonder what contrived BS I'll have to go through in order to get to the next dungeon, herp derp. Because make no mistakes, that is my motivation at this point. The dungeons are the fun stuff. This is like even worse in a way. This is like even worse in a way than Link's Awakening was. Like, Link's Awakening both tried to railroad and failed at it. Now this is railroading much more successfully, but it's putting more junk in your path to get over. I don't know. I might be happier if we can just... No, fuck you. I don't even give a shit. Go to hell. That witch, I don't give a shit. I refuse to participate in whatever crap she represents in gameplay. And I'm sure somebody's going to pop up in the comments and say, UD, if you just went through her thing 37,000 times, then you'd get everlasting happiness. And not even in the game, but in the real world. You'd be able to quit your job and not have to seek the love of anybody. You just wouldn't even have to... You could just lay down and die right now, because the ultimate goal of life would have been accomplished if you could just get whatever arbitrary bullshit she wants to throw at you. No. Fuck it. Every time she comes on screen, I'm leaving immediately. I refuse to play the nonsense. Anyway, I have access to new paths now. And I suppose I'll be a little bit happier if the method of... No, go to hell. Of getting me to the next dungeon is less nasty than the Tokay. But I don't hold out hope. I've never been up here before, so this is new exploration. Those lazy, worthless fools, just as we're building this bridge to Symmetry City. Symmetry City's gonna go off on break. Wait. This is the next step of the fetch quest, isn't it? I gotta get this guy's worker crew to come back to him. What's this? That's a toolkit, I guess? I don't know. I can't jump onto stairs, so that's a no-go for now. Fuck you, I don't care. Fuck you, I don't care. Okay, there's gonna be a plot of ground I'm supposed to dig up there. I don't know if I give enough of a shit about the seeds or the rings, honestly. Unless there's like some super game-critical thing that's gonna be required to get me through this, I just don't care. This game is not, in any stretch of the sense, graceful. It is brute force crudity. WTF. I'm gonna bomb these rocks. No. I thought a thing would be effective and then it wasn't. Just like going on a third date. Oh. Yeah, whatever. So I've seemed to run to a dead end rather quickly. I wonder if I had my kangaroo buddy, I wonder if he could hop me up there. Can I swim in this water? No, because I can't get past Mr. Fatso. Huh. Okay, I guess. Let me look around a bit. I gotta stop. I'm letting the rage devour me as it has done in the past, and that just is not productive. I knew there was going to be stuff I didn't like. I have hope that there will be more stuff that I like. So, yet another idiotic trigger that I would have had no way to know about other than just wandering around. I come back down here, and I find a text box popping up. Mister, I find you. Oh god, you guys again. Listen, it's a mess. Daihenda. Big winged bear-like animal got lost in our forest and I can't... Yeah, sure. Whatever. I just... Go ahead. Let's just waste time. That's what we're here for, right? Let's just waste a bunch of shitting time. This is it. The fairy wood where this guy said he wanted me to come. Wait, mister, this way. Boy. Never in a million years would I have thought that you guys were the least annoying thing that I'd run into in this game. It's deep in the woods. Oh, okay, so I gotta wander around again, not really knowing what ends up where. This is probably incredibly fun to watch. Me just wandering around like a shithead, not knowing what I do. Yep, professional obligation. Is there some obvious thing to "it's deep in the woods" to that saying? Is there some obvious thing to that saying that I'm not grasping instantaneously? That I should be? If there is, then this would be an example of the bias I was talking about before, because I know there would be somebody who'd say, oh, UD, when they said this, they actually meant this and this and this, and E equals MC squared, and energy mass equivalence, and falling into fucking pits because you're a douche-tard. And just talking about being excessively defensive in an LP rather than actually getting stuff done. Yeah. That's the dead way. The dead way. That's the street that all my family lives on, by the way. Dead way. The house that I live in is dead end at the cul-de-sac of the street. Every time the mailman leaves a package, we call it a dead drop. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Where is this fucking guy? Why am I here again? Why? Why do I ask why so much? This is deep in the forest, right? No. Oh, no, I was almost on the verge of making a small move that was in the loose direction of the potentiality of a chance of some progress. But you can't ask too much. Because the less you ask, the more you get. And the more you get, the less you ask. I don't know. There is a non-arbitrariness to this, I bet. But if there is, I have no fucking clue. So I'm done just speaking filler. Let me find this goddamn bear and we'll move on, I suppose. Found him. Don't know how I got here. I just wandered around until he came on screen. I'm back in the same spot. I'm so hungry I can't move. Oh, you chased away ghosts. You found it. Okay, we'll take you to the edge of the forest. Yeah! You won't get lost here. Throw him back in there. I don't want to deal with him. Sorry, we didn't mean it, but seeking is more fun than hiding. Really, I want to do it again. Next time will be harder. Come play with us. Shut up. Just get out. Thank you for helping me out. You haven't told me your name. Please tell me. Ood. Yeah, that's easy to remember. First the graveyard, now this. You're always helping me out, UD. I must admit you're so take the... Boy, that's completely comprehensive. As very, very intuitive. Bears give you flutes. This is like that one old proverb, like that old one folk tale about how the bear gave the guy a flute. Come on, you all know that one. The mush flute. Mush will come to your aid with... Am I gonna get one of these for each... I'm gonna get one of these for each animal, aren't I? This is the least pleasant thing I've learned today. Alright, well I saw a cliff up here. May as well make use of this big old blue fat ass. Get out of my way. You guys are beneath my concern. I have a big ass bear. There was a way for me to pound the ground with this dude, wasn't there? I don't care enough to... Yeah, he just... I don't care. I don't think I'm required to know this guy's combat capability, at least not yet. And if he is, then I might worry about it then, but until then I just don't give enough of a shit. Alright. Wait, can you not... Oh, I can only use you to climb over pits, can't I? I can't use you to climb up a ledge. Okay, so, can I dig this thing up? Can I bomb it? No. Alright, so I guess I'm jumping around the other way. You know, for being a giant-ass bear who's got, like, 4 times the body mass as anybody else in this game, you're kind of a puss. You know that? Alright, what's up here? Hey, dude. My boss is an ornery fellow. He does no work but complains about quality. That can't be all that's up here. Just a dude to speak to. Well, I guess other people value that more than I do, inexplicably. I still don't understand it. Fuck, if I were motivated to play better, I would be motivated to play better, if you get my meaning. Oh my Jesus! Christ, not yet. I'll do that when I have to, but... Stupid bullshit. Going through the motions. They'll fuck you once, and fuck you twice, and fuck you over again and again and again and again. I know there's some thing that I have to dig up here, so let's just shoot these assholes. Burn! I do like this weapon. This thing's pretty cool. It's like a super weapon, but it has a more intelligent restriction to it than, oh, that was awesome, than the magic rod did in the last game. Like, the magic rod in the last game was just, hey, you don't have to give a shit anymore! Kill everything effortlessly! And, well, it sometimes is an appropriate trope to use the 11th hour superpower. I don't know. It just didn't seem right. Or something that bugged me about it, even though I can't immediately identify. Can plant a cashew seed. Sure, what the hell? It's not like I have anything better to do with my life. I'm playing this game, right? That automatically means that I'm an idiot and a foul thing, deserving of shame. Can't go in a door when I'm riding on bareback. I did a funny bareback. Oh my god. UD, why did you never get into the comedy circuit? Oh man. Louis C.K. and Aziz Ansari, step the fuck aside. Something amazing has happened, and that amazing thing is called UD. It says to build the bridge. No, there's a rush. There's a rush for me to get the hell away from you. Once again, I'm, like, flat-ass confused as to why the game thinks I'd want to go through even a minor gameplay challenge to have the liberty of talking to a person. That's not my idea of a reward game. Not unless they say something awesome. Like, I don't know, I can't think of an example. There's gotta be someplace oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to go through the annoying little maze thing down here, aren't I? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So much for this game not having an emphasis on platforming, right? Together! Our teamwork can slaughter nations! I was betrayed of my landing spot by these things. Whatever, I'll go into a cave. Oh boy, here we go. I'm sure, okay. I'm sorry to seem so disinterested. If I seem disinterested, it's because I'm disinterested. I like LPing just in and of itself, and that's no doubt why I'll complete this project, but yeah, if I weren't playing this for weirdos on the internet to watch me suffer, I would... This is the boss, isn't it? I can't think of anything else this guy would be. If I weren't playing this game for people to enjoy watching me, then I would have given up by this point. This game would have disgusted me. Ah, it's a beautiful day. Forget work, maybe I'll... What kind of manager are you? What the shizbiz? Why did I come here? Write a poem. I'll play some music for you. My tune echoes in vain. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? No. I can't, even at you, I can't direct the anger that I feel towards the Toge. The same way that I wanted to destroy the entire island in Link's Awakening, I find myself wishing death and mayhem upon that one people. So, what the hell shits? What did I get the blue bear for? I don't get it. I mean, my current guess is that simply talking to the dude is some kind of an activity trigger, like an event trigger. And now that I know that he wants a poem, I'll be able to go to somebody else, and A to B to C to Z, and boop ba-doop ba-doo, and then UD has proven himself to be a good little worker drone by connecting all the dots. Let's talk to this dude again now that I've spoken to the boss and see if he has any clue. These lazy worthless fools just building this bridge so they won't break away. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Wait, what? I already talked to you, didn't I? Oh, what? So this was the trigger. But I already talked to this asshole, didn't I? And I remember distinctly talking to him before now. And I'm certain he said something that it was of the same substance, if not identical. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and review what I've already recorded. But why didn't I get the trigger before? And indeed, now, is it all that I have to do just to go and find the workers? Oh my god. This game's idea of fun is the most bass-ackwards thing I have ever encountered in my entire corporeal existence. And the mind-blowing thing, the really, really confusing thing, is that the dungeons so far have been like wicked totes awesome. And then the overworld is this. The boss, but I want you to be. Yeah, okay. Wow. There must have been two separate design teams, one doing the overworld and one doing the dungeon. Back on Link's Awakening, the whole thing was like a relatively consistent, just mode after mode series of schlock. It was all, at best, a little bit above average, at worst, mildly infuriating, but it hasn't reached the supreme extremes that this game has so far. The dungeons are all better than the ones in Link's Awakening, and the overworld is all worse. Oh, great, you activated the event trigger. Now I can do what I'm programmed to do, just like you. You think you have free will, UD, but don't think that. You can't actually play this game until you've gone through the event that this game mandates you to. It's not fun. It's a job. And keep that in mind. Worker drones are the only drones for this company. Oracle of Ages, Inc. I'm only running into the stuff that everybody said I was going to run into, so I don't know what the hell I'm complaining about. But, fark sharks, you know, I observe what I observe. How the shit do I get back to the boss dude again? Just let me get there and I'll stop saying words. Here he is, this guy. The boss, okay. Oh, well, thank God I didn't have to navigate back in myself. Not that it would have been a major imposition, but getting this done ASAP is really a priority. They're finally here! They were just late! We'll get to work, no more breaks until the bridge is done, you assholes! There is no union here. There is no the law poster in the break room. Sorry, had some crud in my glasses. Alright, go ahead, do the thing. Hey, look at that. I'm so excited. Guess you fools can work, but no breaks on to the next job. You are slaves. Oh, I got rid of the big idiot bear. Good. I'm never going to summon him unless the game requires me to. Like, seriously, I will find any other option. Except, no, I won't, because... Oh, Jesus. This is new. Symmetry Village. Ah, yeah, cutting fire with a wood sword, it makes sense. Alright. Guess that's just a collapsed house. Oh, great, a new type of seeds. Gale seeds! Yes! That's just so happy there's more seeds! Oh boy, oh god, more time travel to do. I'm not gonna go there yet. I'll fully explore this place in the present before dwelling on prior misdeeds. May as well get my shield out so that... I'm playing really shittily just because I'm unmotivated. Go ahead, shoot a fireball at me. And it goes right through. I should know better than to think that my gameplay initiatives mean anything to this game. We've shown quite thoroughly that my methods of gameplay are the antithesis to what these people think of as good game design. But who gives a shit? Blow up stuff. Yep, that is not how you open those doors. I would posit the idea that these doors cannot be opened. Princess is in another castle, and the system is down. The system is down. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do I have to just kill all these things before I find anything interesting? Come on, shoot your projectile. That sounds vaguely dirty. Do you think if a man and a woman, both of whom are equal Dungeons and Dragons nerds, are like a romantic couple, that the woman would, at any point during sexual intercourse, say, "Oh, shoot your projectile, honey"? I hope not. I legitimately hope not. Oh, look! There's a piece of art that seems as though it may be in plain sight. I have to tell where that bridge on the left is coming from. Yep. Just gonna assume that's a pit for the time being. No reason to think that exploration will be rewarded. Gotta follow the straight and narrow. Oh, the witch is coming back? Nope, don't care. Legitimately don't care. I will readily and eagerly go without whatever gameplay reward she would hypothetically bestow upon me, simply because the stylistic nature of it annoys me. I don't like her. Even though she looks, and indeed her character design might even be identical to... God, what was her name? Link Between Worlds. The witch girl who ferries you around and whose broomstick just does the job when she's not available. I'm tempted to say Irene, but I don't want to be certain of that without actually seeing some online verification of it. Looks just like her. And now to figure out what to do. I'm scanning closely and carefully. Oh no, I'm probably out of options. Almost certainly I'm going to have to time travel on that tile I saw up here. Welp. If I'm not going to go to hell, then who will? Probably Jason. Oh, there's two of them. There's going to be some kind of barrier between these two portals and the other time plane, isn't there? So going to one or the other of them will not be an identical decision. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Just picking one at random. And, well, Jason goes to hell. You get the routine by now. Oh god, we're coming under attack from the snakes! Hi girls, what's up? Help, help, the tuning nut is broken. Okay, I guess. The closest black target to completion, the stranger the city gets. When the tuning nut broke, the city fell out of balance and the volcano started erupting. The tuning nut is the city symbol. We dutifully worship this as a real system. It's your city. I am reading this, I'm just speed reading it, balance. But the tuning nut, the center of the city's... You told me that. It's all out of balance if we don't get the tuning nut fixed. Destroyed by eruptions. Do I understand? Yeah! We've given the broken tuning nut to my husband. And climb our restoration wall. I don't want to talk to you, but I know I'm obligated to, so fuck it. A guru named Patch lives at the top of Restoration Wall. I think he can fix the broken tuning up, but I can never climb my wall. Oh my god. You look like a nerd! You look like such a nerd. I'm just gonna smash endless pottery on that big bright red nose of yours. I'm so skinny, I wish I could... No. No. If the pattern this guy is speaking is going to be some kind of a gameplay necessary thing, I know I'm professionally obligated to care, but... It was borne out in text, and it didn't have to be, so it's just stupid and lame. Whatever. Stop complaining, UD. Shut up. Die. Just talk to people, it's your job. The cave entrance is covered by lava. Maybe there's people to get in. Oh my god. You have a pool. Well, I can't use my flippers here. My flippers are feeling decidedly useless. It seems like so far all my flippers did was let me get from one point in the Connect the Dots puzzle to another, and then they were promptly forgotten about. Ow, I was injured by a rockfish. If you want the tuning net, go see my brother across town. Sure. As an adventurer, I am duty-bound to do as duty binds me, if nothing else. That's a volcano? It doesn't look like a volcano. It looks like a massive tree stump with red goo coming out of it. But maybe, is that not what a volcano is, in our hearts? Speak. The closer Black Tower gets from stranger city, yes, and the tuning net, I want to take the tuning net. I can't leave the city alone. It's a symmetry city. Left and right have to be in perfect balance. Oh god, that's... And that one dude with the red nose, he was directly on the folding line, wasn't he? Stupid. Someone has to go. Okay. Yeah, sure, what the hell. I'm still reading this. I'm still reading it. Top of the restoration wall. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I gotta go south. So the dude bro said. Symmetry City. This silliness. I haven't come in here in the past, have I? This dude's gonna have just the same thing to say. Down for the mountaintop, but I wonder why. Yes, you probably have a tumor. You smell ammonia all the time, don't you? Good lord. These guys take like 7,000 hits with my puny wooden boken. You know, as opposed to any other type of boken, like the ones made out of love and dreams and wishes and semen. Yeah, baby! I'm so good at games! Attempt number 2. On this particular screen that just has enemies that take 90,000 hits. Oh, but it's all my own fault, isn't it? Because you didn't go through some kind of convoluted bullshit to get an upgraded sword. Okay. Fine. I'll take my knocks without complaint and move on. Deep water. Almost certainly that is... Oh, no, it's not deep water. It's shallow water. What about here? I'll dive. Aha! 2D segment. Never thought I'd be happy to see one of these. Hello, fishy wishy. Where's the Goombas and the piranha plants? Yeah, and go up. I played the Soda Lake level in Super Mario. You got nothing to say to me. Oh my. Talk to me, dude. I am Toki, researcher. One step away from protecting a tune that lets one move forward at a time. It seems I hit a roadblock. I could pursue forever. Look at me. How about I play my harp right here for you? Oh my! That's the tune of echoes. That's the tune of light. Answer my remaining questions. Now I can finish my tune. I just enacted a paradox, didn't I? I used time travel to create time travel, which was in and itself the thing that let me use time travel. This is a grandfather paradox. I'm gonna go back and murder my own grandfather. Look, I don't want to see you suffer your epilepsy. Just take your meds and let me leave. Ye of many tunes, I grant you a new tune. Time flows, and you play the tune of currents. When you play this tune, you will immediately drift back to your own time. If you're in a place from which you cannot reach your own time, you'll return to the past. Oh, I see. It's like the dichotomy of the light world and the dark world, where I can return to the light world whenever I want. And will I leave a portal that will return me to the past? I do not know. I also kind of just don't care. I can't use my sword underwater, I guess. Okay, whatever. I'll move on and annoy my viewers with my nearly dead chime once again. Nearly Dead always was a terrible chime player. That's why we ostracized him from the family. Whatever. Not going anywhere there. I'm sure that rock has some kind of a secret, but who gives a poop? Hey, I died twice on the same screen through sheer indifference. Alright, there's new stuff to explore here, I suppose. Can you hear the ripping enthusiasm in my voice?
Oh, hey. That's one of the alley dudes. I suppose you have a thing that you can say to me if I use the correct one of my 10 billion seeds on your face? Oh, yes.
Time's flow can change the land. I know. We've actually seen that many times. Tune of echoes, turn. Let's do the echoes. Let's see where this... And I'm sure this tile will just take me back to the present. Jason goes to... I don't care anymore. Jason, go where you like. Jason, you are no friend of mine. Oh boy. Oh good. This freezes enemies so that guy can't shoot his projectile at me while I'm still. Wow. That was super effective. Wonder if I was supposed to dig up those little clods of dirt. I haven't noticed any visual difference. It looks like some of those tiles, I don't know exactly what they're called, dirt clods. It looks like some of them can be dug up and others can't, and I haven't noticed like a visual difference between the two. See these? Not going anywhere. Surf Mang. There's got to be a point to this that I'm not yet seeing. Wow, my time has been very well used here. Yep, these things don't dig up. Well, wait a second. Oh god, I'm a dipshit. I can use the tune I was just given to appear below there and just go back in time a little bit and slap UD from 2 seconds ago. I don't give a shit about my own welfare. You guys can withhold governmental funding from me at any time, and I would have no right to refuse. Okay, now this is also a test. Does it leave a return path? It does. Okay, so this is very much like the Light World, Dark World thing, except instead of world, it is time itself. I'm having sex with Kronos' daughter. He's not very happy about it. And when you piss off a Grecian god, you are often in a great deal of trouble. Oh, yeah, there's going to be all kinds of this stuff, isn't there? I can see. And there's got to be a portal that's going to get me back to this wall of protection, stuffy, wuffy, buffy, I don't know. I'm just following the path. I'm just doing my due diligence. I didn't make this pattern, I'm just following it. I feel like I should be more into the wanton murder of thousands of innocent monsters, but it's difficult. I'm gonna go back into the past and push this vine over so that it creates a climbable surface here, but let's check this one first. And let's just rock it, I guess. Let's lift up the rock and change our socks and put on a smock and... I don't want to go back yet. I want to explore around here. God forbid, right? Yeah, so these dudes in water. This is going to change somehow from the time travel. Okay. I'm giving you a chance, Overworld. Become clever and interesting. You're on the verge of it. You're on the very verge of it. Don't ruin it. You're so close to a good thing. Jason goes... Oh my. A great entrance to a place. Well, before I enter that place, I will push this thing over here. Just so I cannot say that it wasn't done. That way, when my children, generations, millions of bajillions of years in the future, don't see this LP, because even if I were to have children, the universe would have almost certainly, not almost certainly, would have certainly suffered its big rip heat death by then. What's in here? Let's just find out. Oh boy. Don't know what this is. Can't poke with my sword. Let's see if I can lift it. Nope. Can't even engage it with a grip. I'm certain I haven't been clued in as to my reaction mechanism with whatever the fuck this thing is. Oh. Oh! I changed the flow of the waters. Oh my. This is certainly going to be a thing that has import. I can go over here too, can I? Just in case I need to change it back. Am I necessarily going to need to change it back? Oh wait, I can't jump over, into another screen from a pit, so screw it. Let's just go back to the past and see what hell... Sorry. Accidentally broke the recording there. I feel like a tool bag. Alright, Well, no, I moved the water around, which means these statues are going to be accessible, so let's keep this where it was, and, do lots and lots and lots of item switching. A Jason Goes to Hell thing really got old. I thought I was going to do it every single time I went through a unique time travel warp, one that I hadn't already been to, but no, that got old. Do not throw anything into the water. Oh! Come on. Come on. Come on. That didn't really go in the water. There, that went in the water. Oh no! Did you drop a golden bomb or a silver bomb? Just a regular one. You are an honest person. I'll increase the number of bombs you... Is that all I get out of this? Holy shit, that's a lot of bombs. Oh, okay. Thanks. Sorry to have disturbed your peace. But let's just go back and push this sprout over and access whatever's accessible. I hope I'm not boring you just by going through the obvious motions. Because I'll tell you, I'm kind of bored just going through the obvious motions. I mean, this is all, technically speaking, unique gameplay activity. This is not stuff you've seen me do already. At least not in this combination of activities. So, what the hell? I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. Enemies. Oh my. Killing two-legged things. At least this section of the overworld is not riddled with people talking to me. That I'm pleased about, I suppose. It's not as bad as it could be. I could be going through an irritating fetch quest chain with a bunch of lizard people who enfeebled me without me getting a chance to defend myself. And... dungeon? No? Stop toying with my heart! No, fuck you, I don't know. Fuck you, I don't give a shit. You think you're so important, you think you're so fun, you think you're something that the gamer is gonna want to seek. No! I wish to evade you, sir. Ma'am, whatever gender you are, I don't even give a shit, I don't care. Whatever you represent to gameplay, I am entirely indifferent to. There's nothing that could be worth it. That's not true. It's more appropriate to say, oh, here I am, this place where I was going to climb the thing, and I said over there that I was going to climb these things. Oh, here we are. Okay, the restoration wall. Let's restore the wall. I was absolutely correct. Not that it would be very hard to figure out that I'd be climbing this thing and avoiding the boulders. Am I protected under these ledges? I think so. I think there was a boulder that went over my head a minute ago. Oh no, it's just a little boulder fell on my head and it's... Looking in all directions before I go through the mouth of that cave, because I have no idea what's going to be up there. And in fact, those two just look like return paths. So, oh, here's the guy. Haven't any visitors sometime. I'm Patch the Restoration Guru. Did you need me? Yes, I have a nut for you. I have a nut for you. Please, please bust it. The repair tuning I might fix it. Want to try? Oh, God, I was kidding. Let's not start a lemon party here. Yeah, sure, let's do it. You're willing to try? Very well. Follow me. I'll hold my anus open goatsy style. Make sure to use lots of lube. Do-do. Welcome to Patch's Crazy Cart. Oh no, this is another minigame, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry I'm making so many complaints and frustrated noises. I just want to reach down my own mouth and grab my colon and then yank it up until I gradually pull my entire body inside out. Very well. Do you want to hear the rules? Yeah, sure. What the fuck? I don't have a life. Let me explain. I'll place your tuning nuts in that green tile and recite the words of my restoration ceremony. You must knock all... Yes, this is a minigame. Just see me shake my head in complete and utter befuddled awe. Any hole will do. Sounds easy, right? However, restoration is delicate work. Your precious tuning nut sits on the tracks. The cart starts moving when you do. The ceremony begins. As long as you... Wow, this is fucking complicated. I should not need to read this much to get your goddamn minigame. But if you don't, just bang! So will you take part of... No. I don't want to. On the record, I do not want... I have to. I have to finish, to proceed in the game. So why the fuck are you even giving me the choice? No, I would choose not to do this. I would choose simply to cut you, and then find some other way into the next dungeon, but I have no choice. Let the ceremony begin! Oh my god! No, you're not gonna actually hurt me. Okay. Let's push you dudes down a well, because that's what morally sound and flagrant people do! Bum ba dum bum 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 oh. No, I'm trying again right now. Alright, attempt number 2, and I'm certain this will be the last time I do it before success. I don't want to use the term victory, because fuck that. Just doing this at all is already admitting a cruel defeat. Yep, this is as ridiculous as... This is every bit as stupid as the thing with the Toke was. Alright, let me just start... Fuck this! I'm sorry, I'm just... Solidify myself, take control, don't let your guts fill with hatred. Fine. I'll start discarding attempts. Attempt number 3. Attempt number 4. Shit. Attempt number 5. Attempt number 6. Fuck! Fuck this! This is the worst shit that has ever happened. Attempt number 7. Attempt number 8. Nothing more needs to be said. My ceremony succeeded. You are talented. You got through. I'm going to remove you along with the Toke. I don't care if I have to get a cheat engine and hack the bits of this game. I will find a way to imbue you with life solely so that you have the capacity to experience pain. And I will rip every single neuron out of your body and revel in the suffering that you will endure on a graduating slope from a minor discomfort in your toenail all the way up to the maximum agony that a person can experience. I will not just kill you, I will destroy you. I will end you. That's that, huh? So I guess I'm taking the tunic butt back to the village and... shit. Alright, this is the person who I got the Sunni cut from. Hey, the tuning net is fixed. Go place on the pedal in the middle house. Sure. My time has no value, so why not? I'll do your ridiculous busy work. Now how do I do this? It's not really a pedestal so much as it is a fountain. Well, that's not a pedestal, that's a volcano. This is the center house. Right. So this must be the pedestal. Yay! Feel good about yourself for having gone through a fetch quest. Yay! Alright, talk to the... How can you be married to somebody if you're so locked to your position that you can't go fuck your husband? Does your twin sister there have to go fuck her husband too? Do you guys sometimes swap husbands just to get a different spice out of life? Is the volcano still erupting now? I don't know why I care. This volcano... Just put that... Alright, so I'm going to go into the future, and that's going to open up the dungeon. I hope. Let's talk to this dude again and see if he's got anything new to say. Balance has returned to the city. Thank you. You know, a little asymmetry is good for you. If you're too balanced, you never experience anything novel. So let's return to the present, I guess, or something. Oh my. That's quite the different aesthetic. Is that a dungeon? Or is that just another house where I have to go talk to somebody? Yay. Just, yeah. Oh, here we are. Well, that was certainly nowhere near as bad as the Tokyo Island was. The minigame at the end was complete bullshit, but what do I expect? I went into this knowing, against the warnings of people who desperately said that I shouldn't play this, so I don't have any room to talk. I've made my own bed, now I gotta sleep in it. Next time, a dungeon. And if the pattern we've established thus far is any indication, it'll actually be fun. Let's hope to God.